Hotel voicemail system.
Michael Mangione.
Is not available. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hey, Michael, it's William here. William Montgomery. I think you're the right guy. I just had a case dismissed by you in 17M630. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously I talked to you over some issues with regards to due process violation there. Talked to the internal affairs. Turns out that evidently you guys dismissed that because you felt more comfortable that it should have been a felony or something along those lines. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that, you know, about the elements of the charges and, you know, probable cause and stuff like that. Truth be told, you know, my brother and I saw that coming a mile before you guys. We didn't want to say anything because we just want to see if you guys would figure it out. That, you know, I'm in the wrong courtroom down there in misdemeanor land, and the elements for 18A212 would most likely be fitting for 1, subsection 1, being as how I'm out on CR bonds only. Those are going to be more felony related. Sorry, I dropped the phone there. More felony related bonds than misdemeanor bonds, you know. Yeah, real quick here. Why on earth are you guys mentioning 15 CR 1706, a felony only related bond case number, in an 18A212 subsection 2 charge? Yeah, like, you totally guys don't have any probable cause. It honestly looked like a gentrified charge, like you felt, or at least, you know, with internal affairs, they were saying something like the judge felt as though it should have been a misdemeanor. Honestly, if you actually read the statute, it kind of looks like it could trip you up if you don't know how to read it and stuff. And so, oh, it was just this little misdemeanor that he was arrested on, the municipal code. Oh, that's not a felony. We don't want to look bad for that. And so, you know, you guys are right. You wanted the felony. Cops are saying they wanted the felony. That's all the judge's fault for, you know, telling them this advice. But no, sorry guys. Bzz. You guys are the ones, cops are the ones that presented the misdemeanor and had it signed off on. That's the probable cause affidavit. That's what you guys claimed. And then you here took it. Hey, what's really funny here is that the cops, internal affairs, literally said that, you know, you guys, you know, really regretted this or felt as though it should have been a felony. Well, why the heck did you set it for trial? I mean, that looked like you were ready to go. We were arguing down the right paradigms. You know, seriously, Michael, come on now. So, like I said, we weren't going to talk about this before, but since this is what you guys decided to pull as far as your reasoning for why it was dropped, you guys offered it, felony versus misdemeanor. Sounds to me like the two were mutually exclusive, that the judge wanted to do this, you wanted to do that, you know, you guys didn't charge both. You could have done that to not look as bad, but you decided to go with the misdemeanor, and obviously I think that the fact that 16-028 was a F6 in there already referenced, there is literally no reason on earth that any normal, reasonable, objective cop would ever pick me up with an 18A212 subsection 2 charge. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we knew we were in the wrong courtroom the entire time. It was actually very, very entertaining. We wanted to see how long it would take before you guys figured it out. So, good job, you figured it out. But this whole sly thing, how, you know, I was still picked up with probable cause because I'm out on bond, right? No, I'm out on felony bond, and you guys picked me up with allegations that I was out on misdemeanor bond. So that's a super duper 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 big no-no, and you know, I'm gonna see what I can do with internal affairs working with on this. You guys have a track record of buzzing my complaints, or by you I mean them. You guys too. I'm working with Bob Percival. I'm sorry guys, but you know, you're not doing very good these days, and you know, maybe you should probably sit down and think about my charges more before you take them and stuff, you know, whatever. But hey, the reason why I'm calling you, truthfully speaking, is because I think you need to do some cleanup work, and I think you need to go ahead and charge that officer that night, Brenton Kane, with a false imprisonment or something along those lines. It was an extremely falsely imprisony type of thing. It fit those elements to a T. No lawful justification. It's kind of as if, like, you know, a civilian picked me up stuff. So, both on the fact that it was a misdemeanor and not a felony, and on the fact that it was a due process violation, counting your chickens before they hatched, that you can't alleged that I failed to allegedly remain law-abiding. That's too many alleges in one stack there. So, yeah, I think we're still... I'm still correct as far as the due process violation. The chances are you probably should have waited until my underlying municipal code misdemeanor charge was gone through, convicted, and so forth, to actually have your evidence that I truly failed to remain law-abiding. Not that I allegedly failed to allegedly remain allegedly abiding. I'm sorry, guys. You can't stack like that. It doesn't work like that. You know. Have you ever heard of that statement? Count your chickens before they hatch. You're not supposed to be doing that. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be sarcastic. I am very, very, very serious. I'm also losing my mind because I have like 20 plus other cases that are just like this, if not even worse. And real quick, by the way, just to let you know, in 16028, you guys are enforcing illegally stolen land by an Eric Holsapple business owner. Just because he happened to put it up near his business, somehow he's not stealing it anymore, and that you guys will never figure that out. Oh, it's right under our noses. No, you guys are literally doing the exact opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. You're literally supposed to be enforcing the public nature of that land, that, because somebody stole it without a permit and stuff. You're literally not supposed to be enforcing their actual illegal fence, non-permit. Basically, you're enforcing the non-permit, and that's like kidnapping me, basically. Like you guys are executing Eric Holsapple's new private cop and DA firm with this new cool pseudo charge. With probable cause that it's private property, even though, by the way, I've talked to Nelson Klein. I have an audio that is that he was saying that is not even his property. That one of the three business owners, he doesn't know that I got that on. He doesn't know who I am, so I was kind of like an anonymous stinger there. But anyways, yeah, you guys are totally literally trying to hide that you picked me up in this illegal land by ratifying yourself through it. That I would have never figured that out. And basically, somebody stole public land, guys. An Eric Holsapple. You guys have access to this information with your plats. 143-year-old plat available on the City Docs website, and Robinson Pearsall project, and the GIS website, FCGov. So yeah, maps and stuff. Plus the county has maps too, and so there's no controversy that it's public land. And so basically, the cops are literally supposed to be, upholding public land. That's their land. You guys wrote the freaking law. You platted out the properties yourself. You wrote down and defined 1742 in the municipal code. You defined a 2384 offense permit violation. You defined a minor amendment process that they have to go through. None of this. By knowledge of the area, I thought, the Chernak that night could write private property, says Horton, the internal affairs investigator over that issue. So do whatever you guys want. That was the whole point of a sting, is that it's an unlosable opportunity if you guys are stupid enough to actually pick me up without elements and me know it and give you all the information live, like the email chain, which, if you notice, never ended up in the warrantless arrest affidavit. So you got what you wanted. You got the Judge Zahe to rubber stamp the heck out of it, to give it to you guys so you can rubber stamp the heck out of it. By the way, you need probable cause to even have an ID, and also you have to seize me. And I don't even think an ID, you can get an obstruction charge for probable cause, because you have to qualify for the ID first. What if I don't want to sign the ID? Or sign the ticket? Do I get an obstruction charge there because you can't write the ticket? And also, by the way, I didn't create some substantial risk of causing bodily injury by hanging out on some other side of a fence that they were deciding not to come over themselves and get me on. Which, by the way, they can come over any way they want. Step stools, they used bolt cutters. There's no creation of a substantial risk of causing bodily injury. That is totally putting all the freaking goalposts in my park over here. I don't think so. So, anyways, also too, by the way, in 15-0176, you guys are literally framing me for attempting to citizen's arrest a ranger over writing tickets. And if you actually listen to the audio of that event in Lee Martinez Park when they were writing us camping tickets, did not do that. That's nowhere in there. So I don't know what you guys are alleging and what you guys are going to be able to show to the world, but it honestly looks like the worst case scenario, and you literally trumped up a bunch of crap to remove what you thought was a homeless guy. And he's not really a homeless guy. I used to have a computer job. My dad works at HP. I just got royally screwed over by you guys a long time ago, 12 years ago, with Judge Blair. You know, I overplayed to crimes I didn't even do. I reported crimes, I reported felonies, I reported that these 3 other people were involved, by the way. Those 3 people, Kerry Kennicott, Dennis Tice, and Scotty Lytle, that they had stolen from me. Not bad. That's a good way to end it.